Hey guys, what's up? So today with me, I have the Galaxy Note 3 and I'm going to do a review of it, so let's get started. Okay guys, so today with me, I have the Galaxy Note 3 and just a disclaimer, I bought this with my own money through T-Mobile, so this is all my problems and no company has paid me to either endorse or not endorse this product, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so I really wanted to do a very in-depth review of the Galaxy Note 3. So what I did is I'm going to break this video up into parts. So the first part will be the general section. Then we have the camera section. Then we will have the S Pen features. Then the Galaxy or the S features, the ones that are unique to the Samsung world, not an Android pretty much. And then we'll do some performance and then we should be done there. So yeah, so get ready for that. And after that I will do my verdict and yep, okay, and then we'll be done. So right now let's start the actually in the description I'll have the time links to each part, okay? So anyway, let's start with the general section right now. Now, I just want to show you the outside of the device, of course. So, first, as you can see from first glance, you have the home button and the two capacitive buttons right there. And also on the front, we also have the speaker and the two photosensitive light or whatever you want to call them. And we have the indicator light, which changes color based on the type of notification. Right now it's green. Let me just wait for that to show you. There you go. I don't think you can really see the green. Also, we have a front-facing camera right there. Anyway. And if you're wondering why nobody's behind the camera, it's because I'm at the side. I'm not a ghost. And on the side here, we have the power button. And on the other side, we have the volume rocker. Nothing very interesting on the sides. Now, on the top and bottom, we have the 3.5mm headset jack, the microphone isolation, and the IR port, which will be related to watch on. And that will be in the S or the Galaxy feature section, so do not worry. That will be there. And now on the bottom here is we have something unique. We have micro USB 3. No other phone has that, I'm sure of. And here we have a speaker and another microphone isolation, and the main thing the Note is known for, the S Pen, which we will go in the S Pen feature section. So, yes. Now, as you see, the phone looks very nice, and I got the jet black version, as you can see, no, not white. And, yeah, first of all, I actually want to take a look at the back, so the battery, and the back cover itself has these little stitches that make it seem like leather. It actually feels very nice. It's not the normal glossy plastic they use, but it's very nice, and as always, it pops off as easily. There you go. And just to show you, it's just plastic, okay? It just bends like that. And now on the back here, we have the camera, which is 13 megapixels, and that will be more in the camera section. And then we have the 3200 milliamp hour battery. Now this huge battery lasts me as an above average user by the end of the day about 30% to 40%. So it's very strong in that. And now, for most people that are just average, you can get about solid 2 days or maybe even a little more. So that's very good for one of these. For a phone, at least, it's great. And the standby time, you're going to get about 22 days. So it's amazing. And let me just tell you some hardware specs of the phone. On the phone, we have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 with quad-core 2300 megahertz processor, so it's crazy fast. And for the and we also have an Adreno 330 with 3 gigs of RAM in the phone, which makes it crazy. And also built-in storage, we have 32 gigs or 64. I have the 32 gig, and as always, we have expansion. So the camera we'll get more into a little later. And obviously, as you can see, it's a very powerful phone. And let's just go over some screen stuff. So let's just move this over, and on the side you can see everything. So the screen itself is a Super AMOLED display with running at 1920 by 1080p. So it's a 1080p screen at 386 ppi. And the weight of the device is 5.93 ounces, which is still pretty light for such a big phone. And it's running Android 4.3 out of the box, will be upgraded to KitKat most likely. And the dimensions of it are the 5.95 by the 3.12, and it is only 0.33 inches thick. So it's very good. And just some additional notes, we have the Bluetooth 4.0 and LTE if you're getting the US version. You also have an octa-core version, which is 8 cores, international. If you want that, I don't really care, but you don't get LTE. So it sucks. Now, I just want to say that the phone lies flat even with the camera. Like, actually, if you do this, is the only reason it will stand up. But if you're doing something here, it stays fine, even with the little bump in the camera. It's very good. But if you do this, it's kind of a problem. But I don't even use my phone like this. Plus, I have an OtterBox that I have. And I will do a review of the OtterBox, but I'll explain that later. Now, let me just tell you the call quality of the phone. It's a great, amazing call quality. And everybody can hear me on both sides. It is amazing. Now, here's the phone color. I just want to show you that it's really good. Let me just, I just want to show you that if you start dialing numbers, the names will come up. So I don't want to do that, but if you do, that will. Now, you also have the shortcut to the voicemail, the calling, which would be your most previously called numbered. I will probably have to censor that. And your logs will be everybody you have called. And your favorites will be people you have favorited. Okay? And your contacts will be all your contacts. It's a shocker, but yes. Now, as you see, this is the multitasking that they have on the Note 3. Now, as you see, this is just by holding this home button here. And then you can close Alt and it'll go back to the home screen or the apps page depending on where you were last. Now, I just want to say the speaker itself is above par, but not like crazy good. Not the HTC One boom sound, but it is still really good. Like, I had an S2 before, so it's much more powerful, obviously, than that. And obviously, let's just clear that. And obviously, that's how it is. Now, there are a few issues with this. So, basically, when watching videos for like about 10 to 15 minutes straight and not letting go, you may see the screen start to heat up. Also, while playing games for that long, the screen, only the screen, not the backside, which is kind of odd, starts to heat up. Which I find very odd. But it's okay. It's not like crazy hot. It's just a little bit of heat being dispersed. And also, there are some more features. We have S-Voice, which I will show you a little later. And I do want to show you, I just want to mention something. That the cable here, the micro USB 3 cable, they gave me, it seems to be that they gave me a defective cable. And Samsung is being really hard about it. They say that I have to send in my micro USB cable to get a new one. So how do I charge my phone while using it? And yes, in the micro USB 3 you can use USB 2, but I have a few of those. But let's say I didn't. It's ridiculous that they're making me do this. So what I'm saying is that if you have a problem with it, just buy one from Amazon or something. Because going through Samsung is hassle. They take 11 days or so just to get it through, as they said. And I didn't even handle it. I just bought one for Amazon for $5.99. Pretty good. So yes. And also, I'd like to say that the speaker, as I mentioned the speaker, I just want to show you a demo of the speaker here. Let's just go to my music player. As you see, I have ordered it by name, but you can also order it by other things. but I did. So I'm playing Alex Good, my favorite. So ready? There you go. Oh, I need the volume, right? I don't even know the real me anymore. I can't even show how I feel. I hit the floor. I'm talking rock bottom. My feelings are bottom. I can't believe it's come to this. 'Cause I need a grip on. Okay, so as you see, I tried to take it closer to the mic so you could hear it well. And as you see, it's pretty loud. And I'd also like to mention that the music player on here is really good. Has many settings, pretty good. And I'd also like to show you some texting and with my friend. And as you can see, it's threaded like this, and you can customize how it is threaded. It shows his picture there and my picture there. And you can show how it's threaded. And let's say I send a picture, it comes up like this. There you go. 1 second. There you go. Comes up like this. So very good. And also, I'd like to say that I just want to show you the settings, because the settings on here, I'm not sure if this should be in general, but I just want to show you the chaos they have done with the settings. So as you can see, they made it all 4 sections now. They couldn't make it 1. So now you have to search for stuff, which seems to be pretty nice actually. I like searching for stuff. And yeah. Now again, back to the task manager. As you hold it, you will notice there are multiple options arrays at the bottom. You have task manager, Google Now, and other things. So let's go to Google Now. As you know, Google Now is my favorite. And there is also S-Voice in here, and I will show that to you later, of course. But this is Google Now. It works perfectly integrated. And also, it also has Task Manager, which basically means you can end all your apps. So, whatever, end all. And okay. And now downloaded, you can check in your RAM. You can just clear this multiple times, and you'll get down lower. And also, I want to show you one pretty cool thing. Well, basically, the notifications menu has this little toggles up here. Not everybody has that, and I like that, okay? And also, to edit the toggles, it's really simple. Just click here and click this right button at the top, and there you go. You can edit the toggles, but you have to make it. It still has to be 10. I wish it could be 5 only, or not more, or maybe even less. It would be really nice, and yeah, I would like that. And anyway, that's all for the general section, so now let's move on to the camera section. Actually, wait, I just remembered. I just want to share with you the prices that each of the carriers give. So first, let's go with Verizon. So I'll just show the prices over here-ish. So Verizon is giving this for $299 with a 2-year contract, or $29.31 per month on Verizon Edge, which I'm guessing is their like monthly installment plan, or $699 or $700 with the with unlocked basically, or like full price payment. So that's pretty good. Now Sprint is giving only a 2-year contract for $250, which is cheaper than Verizon. Then we have AT&T giving $299 also for the 2-year contract, and also they have the unlocked for $725, which is kind of interesting. They charge $25 more. Then we have T-Mobile, which is giving $99 down and then $25 per 24 months, or for 24 months. And or you can buy it right out, which would be $700. And lastly, we have US Cellular, which is very interesting. They're giving the cheapest price, $150. So we are being scammed by all these carriers, just telling you. Just to tell you. And yeah, now let's go to the camera section, guys. Okay guys, so now we're on the camera section. So anyway, the camera here is very outstanding camera in my opinion. As you can see on the back, we have a 13MP camera with a LED flash. Now, I want to show you all the modes that the camera offers and everything. And let me just go there. And we have camera right here. Okay, there we go. Now, let's just put this in portrait. Okay, anyway. So as you can see right now, I'm in a 4:3 ratio. So this is kind of the only problem I have with the camera. They say it is 13 megapixels, but the problem is that the 13 megapixel is actually a 4:3 ratio, not a 16:9, which is really an issue. I mean, it's really an issue. 16:9 photos look much better. They look more full screen, at least in most cases. So I just want to show you all the modes that this camera has and all the Instagram like filters it has. And anyway, so first let's go to the modes. As you can see, here are all the modes. You can either see it like a grid or in a carousel. I don't like the carousel because it's just annoying, so the grid. Now let's go through the features one by one. First we have auto. Then we have beauty face, which will enhance your face. Then we have best photo, which chooses the best photo of you in a burst. And then we have best face, which chooses the best face of you in multiple shots. Then we have sound shot, which plays sound in the background. Then we have drama, which is like a drama thing. And as you can see on the screen, I put it up. Then we also have animated photo, which is hard to get working. I couldn't even do it. Golf also impossible to get working. HDR, and as you can see the picture, you can see the before and after. It doesn't look very different. Then we also have eraser, which you can remove a thing from the background. Then we also have panorama, right? And panorama is like, you know, this way, and it's like this, and it's not 360, but yeah, you can see that. And also I have the photosphere, which I can't really show. And the panorama I really can't either, so I'm not displaying those on the screen. I have given link to those on the Google+, and yeah. Also, we have sports for fast action taking, of course. Now, right now it's on auto. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong button. And there you go. Oh, there you go. And up here in the right corner, you also have the gallery. And right here, this little arrow is all the vignettes, or the filters, I'm sorry. So as you can see, you have a bunch of filters. Oops. You have no effect and cartoon and all of these. And you can download more from the Samsung store, I'm assuming. Yes, from the Samsung store. No. And yeah, and they cost money, so yeah. Okay. Now I want to show you all the settings that the camera has. So settings. Now, as you see, there are some quick settings here, but let's go into in-depth. So here you go. So first you see the photo size. Right now it is 13 megapixels set to a 4:3 ratio, as you can see. Right there. And right below it is the 9.6, which I usually shoot in, which is the 16:9 ratio. Then in the more features thing, oops, sorry, we have the burst shot, the tap to take pics, which you just tap and it takes, like the Moto X, face detection, metering, smart stabilization, and save as. Now in the video, we have video size, video stabilization, audio zoom. We also have slow motion settings, which I'll show you. And this will also record in 4K. I did not record in 4K because I did not see any use. So I also uploaded the slow motion video. It's pretty cool. You also have location tag, review, volume key, timer, white balance, exposure value, guidelines, flash, voice control, contextual file name, storage, shutter sound, and reset. Now also here we also have the settings button, the flash button, the, not really sure what that is, the voice control button, the slow motion, fast motion, stuff like that, and the share shot, buddy photo, share, chat on, all the sharing stuff, okay? Also, we also have, oops, we also have the camera switch button up here, so I'll just switch the camera to show you. Oops. So, hi guys. Hi. Anyway, so as you can see, there is the photo, and there is the camera recording you. So, yep. And it's a 2 megapixel camera. There's not many settings for the front, but yes. Of course, the quality of the photos itself are amazing. So right now I'm just going to show some beautiful images. As you can see, they are extremely, extremely clear photos. It's so beautiful. And also, if you want to download them, they're free to use for you guys, so please feel free to. I just have a little logo at the bottom, so no problem. And yeah. So anyway, let's go to the next section, which will be the S Pen features, the main thing of the Note 3. So anyways, let's go there. Okay guys, so now we're on the S Pen. Yeah, I got really thirsty, so I drank some water, but anyway, now we're on to the S Pen features. I am an avid S Pen user, so I really love it. So as you can see, it's just a little slot, okay? Pop it out. It's a little hard to remove, and that's good because it's firm. I see it on the last Note that it would easily fall out, just like if you dropped it or something. So that's good that they made it a little firm. Now, as you can see, here is it. There's a little button, and on the top here we have Samsung branding, and you can put it in 2 ways in the phone. You can put it in this way. So, oops, you can put it in this way, or you can't do it this way, but if you can switch it around. So it's kind of convenient, I guess, but I always try to put it in the right way. Let's just get out the S Pen again. I don't know why I put it away. So as you turn the S Pen, the screen automatically turns on by default. Now, also on the S Pen, you will notice a little bud. Let's see if my camera can focus in. So hopefully you can see that. And the bud is replaceable. Samsung has given extra buds, and since the S Pen this year can do so much, I understand that they did, and I'm actually very helpful. They also gave a tool. So what you do basically is you just put it in the slot. As you can see, there's a little slot for the S Pen. Come on, camera, focus. Okay, well, whatever. It's right there. I hope you guys can see that. You probably can't. And anyway, you put that in, then you just roll the S Pen like this, pull it out. As you can see, it's so small, so be really delicate with it, okay? And there you go. Okay? And then you can just pop a new one in, or in my case, just put the same one back in. Okay? And it's fine. Now, this year, the S Pen also has some pressure sensitivity, which is very nice. I'm not sure if the last one did, but this year it does, and I will show you that. So first of all, let me show you all the S Pen stuff. So normally, when you take out the S Pen, so just put it in. Now take it out. Let's take that out. Okay. You get a little memo right here. You get the Air Command memo. So, as you can see, let me just zoom in a little on here. There you go. I hope you guys can see that now. There you go. You guys can. So, let me just show you. Now, as you hover over, it'll say what it is. So, this is Action Memo. This is Scrap Booker, this is ScreenWrite, this is S-Finder, and this is Pen Window. I'm going to show you all of those, but if you do want to just tap out of this, just tap anywhere. It doesn't affect what you're doing on screen. And if you want to get back into it, use that button that's on there and just hover over. Oops, I pressed camera by mistake. Just hover over. There you go. So first, let's start with, how about Pen Window? Pen Window is honestly pretty interesting. So Pen Window, as you can see, doesn't show anything, but basically what it assumes is you know how to do this. So basically you draw a window the size of anything you want. Okay, there you go. And then it gives you a pop-up of what apps. It has very limited apps right now, so let's just choose a simple one. Let's choose YouTube. And there you go, YouTube opens in a little window. And then you can resize it by just hovering over, and you'll see a little button. Oh, I'm sorry. And you can just move it around. Then to resize it, there's on the sides you can do that. There you go. That's the smallest it'll go. Now let's say you want to make it, minimize it. There's a little minus button at the top. Let's see if you guys can see that. I hope so. Yes, you can. So there's a little minus button and a maximize button. So if you minus, it just makes a little bubble. It's so cool. So let me show you. There you go. It makes a little YouTube bubble. It's so cool. I love it. And then to exit, just click it and click the X button. And you can also maximize the app from there. So sadly, it's so limited right now, which I hate it because I would love to use it, but it's so limited in apps. I mean, what are you going to do about it? Now next we have, let's just click over here, I guess. Okay, we have, let's go S Finder. S Finder is not really, you don't need the S Pen for it, but they just say that. So S Finder is really good actually. Like, you can just search for what you want, search for notes, it'll search for location, it'll do anything. Really good. Now, next, we have ScreenWrite. ScreenWrite basically takes a screenshot, if you saw the little flash, and you can write on the screen. Well, and you can write on the screenshot it took, so, as you can see, and you can also change settings up here. So, yes. Now, let's just go home. Go home. Okay, right, it looks the same. And now, we have Scrapbooker. So Scrapbooker, you choose information that you want. Let's say I want this information right there. It'll take that section and it'll just tell you what it is. It'll tell you, in this case, it tells me the weather, as you can see right there. And it'll show a YouTube video, it'll give you the link and you can save it. It's very cool. I like this feature. And then just to close out, you just click this button right here. Okay, and also one other cool thing about the S Pen is if you hover over it for any menu option, it'll tell you what it does. So let's say we're in well, yeah, let's go to that Scrapbooker or whatever, because you guys saw it there. Scrapbooker. So just take a quick shot there. And now you can just hover over the X and you'll see close, or you'll see cancel, and this will be done. So I just want to cancel, but yes, it's very interesting. It's very good. And that's pretty much over any menu, not just Samsung apps. Now, a very cool, good one, Action Memo. So Action Memo, I'm actually going to have to turn the screen around to write something, because everything you do on here is a linked action. So, I'm sorry. The action's linked, so let's just do this. Let's just write my website down. Everybody visit it, I guess. Please. fortech.com. Okay? Now, as you can see right there, you can see the website, I hope. And now, over here, you can see the eraser, and you can also see link to action. And next, you see background color and minimize. Okay, so first, let's do a link to action. Just click that, and it automatically highlights the text, and it gives you a bunch of options. You get phone, contacts, messaging, email, web search or browser actually, and map, and you get tasks. So let's go to the browser, okay? Browser. So it'll automatically open it up in a browser. Also, it minimizes it to this really cool window over here that you can move around to wherever you want. There you go, guys. There's my website. I know you love it. Okay. Please read it. And yeah. Now, let's say you just want to open that again. You can just do that. And let's say you just want to minimize it without linking it. So you can just click this button right here. And it makes it a little... That's so cool to me. I don't know why. And then if you press here, it's the list view. You can see all the things you've done. I delete everything I do. So, yeah. Am I sure? Yes. Okay. And just clear that. Anyway, so as you can see, it is so cool. The S Pen features are very good. Now, I did want to show you the pressure, so let's go to the S Note app. Just go to random notes, I guess. And do visual journal, doesn't really matter. Okay, right here. So we can just change what type of material we want to use first. I'm just trying to see if these are in focus for you guys. Yes, and you can change the normal. And now, as you can see, I'm using a pen. So I'm just going to do this lightly here. Okay, and now I'm going to press hard. There you go. As you can see, it notices the difference between pressures, which is really cool. I really think they did a good job with that. Now let's zoom out. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that I just want to show you some other things that are built into the S Pen. So I just want to show you the settings that they have for it. Settings. So, as I told you, the confusing settings menu. Let's just find it. Whew, this is hard to do. Control panel. S Pen. That's a setting right there. S Pen. Right? Okay, now, anyway, turn off pen detection, which basically turn off the detection when the pen is attached, and, you know, basically it does all that. Then we have S Pen Keeper, so if you walk away from the pen, it starts beeping. Really cool. You have pointer, so it's that little hovering thing that right there. Then we have direct pen input, so you can like write, and then you can change the pen detachments if you want nothing, action, memo, air command. And you also have a pen attach detach sound, which, yeah, if you want to hear it, here you go. Just turn on the volume. Okay, ready? Ready? Watch this sound. Listen. Okay, I'm moving it next to a mic. Or, if you want... Yep. Okay, I hope you guys heard that. Yep. Because I moved next to the mic for you. So, yeah, now that that's done, we're just going to go on to the next section, which will be the Galaxy, or also known as the S features. So anyway, let's go. Okay guys, so now we are on the Galaxy features, or the S features as I like to call them. They're unique to the Galaxy line, or mainly the Samsung devices that we have, and yeah, I just want to show you a lot of them because I think they're very important sometimes, but also a lot of times they're just bloatware Samsung puts in so it attracts people. Like for example, AirView, it's pretty useless, but yeah, they have it. So first of all, I want to show you S-Voice. It's pretty good. I mean, it's okay. Okay, so S-Voice you can by default access in the double tap of the home button. So just double tap and you see S-Voice. Now you can say anything to S-Voice that you want, but it also has very strong Twitter and Facebook integration. So let's just exit that. It also has very strong Twitter and Facebook integration. And I will show you that. I don't have a Facebook, but I have a Twitter. Twitter, I'm so sorry. I have a Twitter and you guys can look at that. And also, I'll show you how to disable it if you want and make it Google Now or some other app. And yeah, let me just show you. And I'll also show you the settings, which are pretty cool. So, tweet.
What would you like to say?
I am making a video on the Galaxy Note 3, tweeting from the Galaxy Note 3.
Say update, cancel, or speak something new. Okay, cancelled.
So as you see, it's not very good, but let's try that again. Tweet.
What would you like to say?
Tweeting from S-Voice while making a video for YouTube.
Say update, cancel, or speak something new.
So as you see, it says tweeting from S-Voice while making a video for YouTube. Not very good, but as you can
say update, cancel, or speak
now
something
it
new.
said, look at this. It says show any theaters tweeting from
say
a
update,
voice while
cancel,
making a
or
video.
Speak something new.
Just shut up. Anyway, see it says so any theaters tweeting. It's really weird. So as you can see, it's not very good at voice recognition. But I also like to show you some other cool settings that are with it. Let's see. We have menu settings. You also have hands-free mode. Now also, just zoom in here. Okay, we have language. So obviously you can change the language. You can do open using the home key, help, about. And now we also have auto start speaker. I should really end that. Show body of message. Wake up command, which is basically you can say hi Galaxy. Voice wake up, which didn't work for me. And yeah, it's kind of weird. And also we have home address. You can change that. And then at the end here, we have logged into Facebook, logged into Twitter. As you can see, that's my Twitter name. If you want to follow that, well, I don't really care. But yeah. So it's kind of odd, actually. And actually, Yeah, it's very, very not useful in my opinion. I use Google Now more. I mean, look at this. Let's try what is the weather like on S Voice. What is the weather like right now?
Today looks mostly clear with a temperature of 31 degrees.
Okay, so it said it right, but in a very robotic voice. And last time I did it, it said 35 here, but it said it was 30 degrees, which is really funny. Now let's see this. What is the weather like right now? This would be Google Now.
Here's the forecast for Ellicott City.
And as you see, it says 40. I see a little variation. I don't know which ones they're using, but kind of interesting. So, also, if you want to disable S Voice, which I want to show you guys, you just, okay, so basically, I need you to go to the Google Play Store and download this app called, let's find it, Home 2 Shortcut. Looks like a little rocket launcher. It's that one right there. Come on, camera, focus. There you go. Home 2 Shortcut, okay? And also, I need you to disable S Voice. So just S Voice and then press the menu button. Then click the uninstalled that says disable apps. Then click S Voice from the menu. There you go. It'll disable it. There you go. Done. Now, go into Home 2 Shortcut. And you don't need to be rooted. Now for the first one, step 1, press choose application, and you choose whatever you want, and then it'll say choose home application over here. So if you're using Easy Home, then that, but otherwise for most people, TouchWiz Home. And then you can just go home. When you go home, it'll ask you which launcher would you like to use, that launcher. And also, since this has Flipboard, another S feature, you have to disable the... Dang it. Why do you need my terms of use? You have to disable... Oh my gosh. This is bad. Okay. You have to disable the open using the home key button for Flipboard. So yeah, just make sure to do that, okay? So, other than that, yeah, it should work flawlessly, so watch. So yes, but make sure to disable S Voice, otherwise you will not be able to work it. Because as you see, I just enabled S Voice for the video, and Google Now wasn't double clicking or whatever. Now another Galaxy feature I want to go over is multi-window. So multi-window is enabled by holding the back key, and as you see, a little pop-up shows. And in the pop-up, there are multiple apps, and there are a growing list of apps, but right now they're pretty good. And what you can do in multi-windows, you can just choose one, and then you can choose another at the top, or in variation of size. There you go. So if you want to listen to music on YouTube, you just put it on top, and then browse or do something else, which is awesome. I just love it so much, because YouTube, until they do behind-the-scenes playback, I'm not very happy with it. But I can with this, so yes. But it works with very limited apps, so it's kind of also a problem. But it's a growing number of apps, so it's good. And it'll take you to Samsung's store, I believe. No, it'll take you to the Google Play Store if you want more apps, and it'll show you what kind of apps there are. And yeah, there's more types of apps. And yeah, multi-window, there's also some other cool features. You can do multi-window within a multi-window. Just watch this, guys. You can do multi-window within a multi-window. And then, let's just see this. Oh, I'm just keep doing the same thing over and over. That's just stupid, isn't it? Then, there you go. And Gmail. Okay. Actually, let's just do the browser here. Okay, there you go. Now, as you can see, you can adjust this, obviously. Now, you can click here, and you'll get an option pane up here. Let's just zoom in on that. You get a little option pane up here. And the option pane has 4 buttons. Each of them means something different, of course. And trying to adjust the camera here. So the first one means to stack the multi-windows within the multi-window. So as you can see, I have multi-windows within the multi-window. Yeah, it's pretty impressive, just saying. Next one, I'm sorry, you have to do this based on, right. So next one means switch. So it switched the sides, okay? So as you can see, it just switched the sides immediately. Let's just zoom out now because it'll be hard. The next one is basically drag and drop a paragraph of text or a screenshot of an image into the other window, and it'll do that. So yeah, okay, that's pretty cool, but I really don't care. And lastly, we have the close. So close it out. There you go. And there you go. Done. It's really awesome. I think it's really the best feature they have in here. So now I have to go to the setting and show you all the beautiful Galaxy features. Okay. Camera. Oh, no settings. I'm sorry. Just close that up. So first, we have S-Beam. It just returns in files. Not really useful. Doesn't really make a difference to me. Because Android, by default, has Android Beam. I don't know why they called it S-Beam. They could have used Android Beam. No. Okay, now device. I don't think we have much here, except blocking mode. I'm not sure if that's on other devices, other Androids. So, yep, that's pretty cool. That basically what it does is it blocks notifications, calls, blocks notifications for selected features, stuff like that. Yep. Does the LED indicator information? Okay, controls. So this is where most of your stuff is. First, we have one-handed operation. So basically, with one-handed operation, you can do this. So watch. You can just swipe like this, and it'll make it a small window that you can use one hand. And you can navigate because there's home button and stuff like that. This is pretty weird. And then you can just maximize it, of course. So, oops, how do you maximize? There you go. I don't like this. How to disable. And you can do it for certain apps instead of like that. Like the calculator, it'll just move the numbers over to one side. Yeah, it's really cool. Now we have air gesture, which will control your device by moving your hand over the sensor. So I'll just show you all of these. Quick glance. So when the screen is off, reach towards your device to see important information of a glass. Oh, my fault. So watch this. Try it. So this didn't work last time I tried it, but hey, you never know. Just took me into my zone. Okay, there you go. See? Nothing. See? Nothing. I don't know why it doesn't work. So weird. Air jump. Oops. Air jump means scrolling web page and screen size jumps. Then we have air browse, which means move between pictures, pages, or tracks. Just watch this. This one is the only one that I think works. Okay, now this, you can just do this. And you can just flick your hand like this. No, you can't. You can't go that fast, apparently. But you would think with a quad-core processor, it should be able to do that. But no. Okay. Now you also have air call accept, which means answering incoming calls by air. Just watch this. Now, move your hand left and right, repeat. And it puts it automatically on speaker. Yeah, pretty cool. Meh. I just don't turn on anything, because I don't like any of these features, to be perfectly honest. Then we have Air View. This is the only one that I actually like. So we can just try this. Let's do information preview. You can try it, so just watch this. You can just hover here, and you can see more information about the topic. It is pretty cool and pretty useless. No, I'm kidding. It's actually really good. I use it all the time, but except I use it with my S Pen because I use my S Pen a lot. We have Air Command, which will be the pen stuff. We have Motions, which will be zoom, stuff like this. And you can do this very simply. And as you can see, I'm just moving well, let me just try this. Let's see. And as you can see, let's try tilting. Oh, okay. Just do this and the picture zooms in. Okay. Doesn't really matter to me. As I said before. Yep. And actually, direct call is kind of interesting. Smart Alert, catch missed calls and messages. Basically what it does, you can just get a vibration alert to notify you if you have any missed calls. Try it. So watch this. After I put my device down. So basically I put it down, turn off. Now when I pick it up, it'll show me. It's so cool. I don't know why. And yeah, basically that's pretty much it. And yeah, pretty good, I guess. I mean, I don't use any of these. Yeah, I guess so. And then we have increasing touch sensitivity, which is really useful where I live because I live in Maryland, and sometimes in winter you need that. You can use gloves even with even normal gloves, not just touch sensitive gloves. So yeah, and yeah, that's all. That's all of them. It only took about 14 minutes to explain all of them. Not a problem. And also the saving mode, which I never use because you don't need it. Anyway, now let's go to the watch on. So I'll show you guys that, and then after that we'll go to the performance. Okay, cool. Okay, guys. So this is the watch on. So as you can see, here's my TV. Okay, I'm very disappointed in this TV. No, I'm kidding. I love this TV. It's an old TV, but let me tell you, it was worth the price of like $30 or something. Okay, so let me just adjust this. Okay, guys. So, since I don't have another camera, I'm just going to have to show you from here. So I'm sorry about that, but yeah. So as you can see, Watch On is just another app right here in the Samsung. So just click that. There you go. And as you can see, they give recommendations for what they think you should watch. You enter what you want. And let's say you want to turn on TV. There's a little control button up here, right there, as you can see. Click that. And you can change what room you're in. As you can see, it says living room up here, but I'm not in the living room, so just going to have to, You're just going to have to press the menu button and press change room. And then I just say downstairs because that's where I am. So as you see, still the same thing because I have the same setup. But as you can see, this is automatically configured to how I use my TV. So let's just turn on the TV like this, okay? Power button right there. And as you see, it'll ask which one I want to turn on or off. Just say, Sanyo. Okay, there you go. And there you go. Done. As you can see right now, I'm watching an Indian channel. So let me just mute this so we can... There you go. See, it works perfectly. Now let's say I want to increase the volume. You can just press up, down, and then we can do channel. So let's just move the channel up. So you have to point like this. Oh, I have to point as Dish. There you go. And as you can see, since I have Dish Network, they're like, I'm using different options. It's kind of weird. So sometimes it doesn't give you everything, but it gives you whatever you want. So I can just choose. Okay, there you go. There you go. So just change the channel very simply. It's pretty useful. Change. There you go. There you go. Useful. Now, if you have Dish Network, it's not very complicated to set up, but it'll ask you to do a UHF thing. For me, it worked fine. So just now, let's say we want to change the source. You can just click source. Source. There you go. I'm on video 2, I believe. Yes. Now, let's say that you want recommendations from Samsung, so you can just go back. Now, as you see, there's recommendations. So, How I Met Your Mother, SpongeBob. I love all these shows. Drake and Josh. Let's go with that. That's family friendly. So, what you do is you just click it. And then you have to press watch now. I think that's just an extra step. And you can also record right there, the record button. But you can just press watch now. So, let's press that. And as you can see, it says it's a subscription channel. They don't know what I pay for, but yes. Also, there's AC360. We can watch that. There you go. And just click watch now. As you can see, sometimes if you get stuck in that loop, you're screwed. You can't do it, so you have to use that mode. So it's not exactly the all-time replacement. But yes, it works. And also, from the shows, you can also like and dislike them, so it knows what you prefer, I guess. And you can also share via this. And you can also remind yourself when it is. So as you see, it's pretty cool, I guess. But, and also, you can check for movies and VOD videos on demand, which you can pay for, which I don't know why you would. But it also has movies, and it's really cool. It really is worth it. So, it's pretty good. So, thanks, guys. Now we're going to go on to the performance section. And then after that, we're going to do my final verdict. Okay, guys, so now we're on to the performance. Right now, I'll be doing the gaming. So let's just run a game here. I'm planning to run Asphalt 8. So actually, Real Racing 3. Because you see the details, the colors. So let's just go with that right now. And you'll just and also after this, I'll show you all the quadrant stuff, the speed test, Antutu, and stuff like that. Okay. I hope you like the song, because I don't. So I'm just going to turn it off, guys. So I got 5,000 race thingy majiggies. Okay. Just go racing here. And there you go. Pure stock challenge. And obviously I can't drive. So we're going to be losing here. So just choose one of these and race. Okay. Doesn't really matter to me. I just want to show you how beautiful it looks on this screen. As you can see, it looks beautiful already. Oh, we're going to try and race, guys. Like this. This is very uncomfortable to race like this. So as you can see, the graphics are beautiful. And yeah, it runs without a stutter, which is amazing. Oh my gosh, I am in some place. See, the only thing I don't like about real racing, I wish there was nitrous. I know it's real racing, but hey, who doesn't like nitrous? I'm sorry, guys. I don't like nitrous. I mean, I love nitrous. That's what I mean. Okay, so as you can see, it's beautiful. The graphics are beautiful, and it runs without stutter. So, yep, that's all for the gaming, because I think that's all we need for the game. Okay, guys. Now, let's go. Let me show you the quadrant. Okay, so here's my quadrant score. It's a 21,811, which is an extremely high score and one of the top in its class. Actually, probably the best in its class. So, yeah, it's a great score, but remember, quadrant scores don't mean anything. All these manufacturers are faking it. It's really useless. Now here is the Antutu, which I'm getting 35,934, which is funny because that is above the Galaxy Note 3 level, which is hilarious to me, but I haven't even overclocked or anything, so it's kind of funny. Now, here's the Geekbench score. I'm getting a 932 on single core and a 2917 on a multi-core, which is pretty good. And as you can see, 4.3. Yep, not faking these scores. It's pretty good, but hey, you know, just a quadrant score. And here is the speed test where I'm getting about 8 megabits per second and 10 megabits per second. And I'm pretty sure this is pretty weak because I've gotten around 40 on about much higher. So. Okay, guys, so this is my final verdict of the Galaxy Note 3. And overall, it is one of the best phones ever. And I have a rating system, but I don't think it does justice to this phone. Because obviously it does have some flaws. I mean, obviously the screen heating up is not a small issue. And yes, it does occasionally happen. But it also has its great vast majority of pros. So in overall, I cannot give this a certain rating. I can only give you a overview of what I think. And then it's all up to you. So this phone right here, the Galaxy Note 3, if you notice me glancing because my viewfinder is there, is probably the best phone I have ever used, and probably a pretty big phone for some of the people, but for the people who really love the size, it is literally the only phone of this size with its features, including this S Pen, which is amazing for business users. And yeah, it's awesome, guys, and let me just tell you, it has its issues, but I'm telling you, its pros overtake its issues by miles. And I'd like to, before I leave, I'd like to give an announcement. I have a big announcement on the channel coming soon, probably within the next week. And after that, there will be some different things on the channel. And, well, mainly there will be some changes in the channel. And after that, I will have the Galaxy Note 3 OtterBox review. So if you can see, I have that on right now. OtterBox, okay. So thanks guys for watching. Please comment, please subscribe, and make sure to go to my website dashfortech.com. I may have a full write-up there too. So thanks guys for watching. Please comment, please subscribe. Thanks guys. Bye.